What's going on, guys? So this is my studio. Contrary to what you're seeing right now, it's actually way smaller than it looks right now. I'm using a wide angle lens to kind of exaggerate everything so you guys can see me properly and hear me properly as well. Now, it works. I have my old desk, music desk, hardware's over there, amp here, drum somewhere in the corner over there. Just very functional space. It could be bigger because I have more space down here in the basement, but I wanted everything to be in their arm reach. If I want to work on my hardwares, I can literally just reach over there. If I'm recording drums, I can see and move over there in 2 seconds. If I'm recording video, I come over here to record my video. I don't know if you guys can see it. I have a camera set up here. It's always here. It's the FX30 and a 16mm lens. It's always here. I just grab a stool, sit here. I always have a mic standard here. I have the SM7B. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. There's an SM7B there. So it's just a nice video place to record, and then this becomes my background when I'm recording video. Or sometimes when I'm recording video over there, that becomes my background. And it works good for the best parts, but I've been doing product reviews over time, and it's just been extremely hard to actually get content out because the lighting here is really terrible on that stage, because there's no much, did I say stage? On that table. There's not much light. There's not much space for light. I can't even put my dome light over there until much recently when I saw videos with the Amaran Verge Max. This is a softbox light that it's extremely thin. Like, it's so thin, like, look at it. It's so thin, almost like the depth of your iPhone or something, or like a wallet. So this is my iPhone 16 for context, and this is it. That's how thin it is. And that got my attention, and it could work. I feel like it could work better with this setup over here. But the problem is the desk that I have here is just too small to actually have the weight of this attached to it. I tried to mount it on the wall, but there's just not enough clearance from the wall to myself. So I'm gonna dismantle this whole setup, and I just want to walk you guys through the whole process of working on this setup and having a nice video desk build, whatever that is. Yeah, so it's not the cleanest setup. My table is kind of messed up right now. I have a microphone here, I have a stud finder, and this used to be my light here. It's just one flat light. It works well when it's mounted over here, and I have another tiny light there because I have a very large aperture lens, so it's easier for me to grab all these great videos without stressing too much on lights, and it works well. I have my SM7B here. I have my tested and trusted Yamaha G06. I have my sound effect pad from Wano. It's also an audio interface, but I don't like the audio quality, so I just settle for just using it as a sound pad. And yeah, my table is really messed up. So what I'm thinking of doing right now is kind of move this old desk and just replace it with one long desk and have that take over this space. I don't know where I'm gonna move this to, probably outside. I don't intend crowding this place up. I just want a desk and have this mounted on top. I can have my camera there mounted. I can still have this camera too as well. This is like going to be like my top down camera setup. This can extend up, and I'll leave links to all these amazing things in the description below if you guys want to purchase any of these. But this is a whole YouTube studio makeover thing that I want to do here. I think I'm talking too much, but I just want to show you what I have here that actually works for me prior. And you know, I can also do like cool live streams on my phone. I just clip this over here and attach my phone and just kind of have the iRig going into that as well. So that's what I have right now. That's what my setup looks like right now over here. It's not bad. It works. It's modular, if whatever that means. But I just wanted something different. And on my desk here, again, don't judge me. I'm doing a lot of moving around, and it's gonna get all cleaned up. For me here, it turns out this is gonna be tougher than anticipated. I successfully take out the shelf, and that was just the beginning. I have a whole box filled with all sort of stuff that I have here, and I want to start taking this part apart. I have so much cables, so much wirings, and part of that is because this was never planned. Like the whole setup grew as my need or my needs grew and as my budget grew. So I just kept on adding and buying stuff and just adding into that little corner. It looks little, but now that I've taken the biggest thing out, I saw how terrible my cable management is. It looks like a small table, but it's a whole lot of work to actually get this place back into order. Look at all the cables. I don't even know what cable goes to what or what goes to what. So it was never planned. I'm just jumping things around and just moving. One thing that I have here that's actually good is this, power supply here. Oh, power brick here that works well, and all this anchor stuff. But other than that, everything is just like makeshift, and so I'm gonna have to take all this apart. And that's one of the reasons why I actually wanted a whole makeover, because it just doesn't look right. It's not properly planned. It doesn't look like it's a good job that I've done here. So I'm trying to rip all that apart and do proper work here and see what I can achieve with that. So let's do it. Funny thing about cleaning up is the fact that you start seeing stuff you've been looking for a while, just hiding in plain sight or in a corner or something of that nature. I've been looking for this cover for one of my lenses for how long I can't remember, and it was just laying down right under there on the floor. Now, what was there didn't look like much initially, but imagine I have this much stuff here and a whole box of all the stuff here, and all of it was just from this tiny little corner. It's almost cleared out, and this is a table. It's just an small IKEA table that I've had for a while, and a little extender here that I just attached to it to, get more space out of it. But it's obviously, that's my mouse. I should keep this. Yeah, I can actually make better use of this space and have less stands. I actually have 3 stands here, one for the camera, one for the microphone, and one for my light. I'm gonna eliminate that and replace that with just a clamp to the desk. So I just got the table in to the studio. I'm gonna bring it in a second, and we're gonna find out if it's gonna walk over there or it's gonna walk over there. So I don't know yet, so let's go. Okay, I got a table here. It looks smaller than I thought it would look from what I saw online, so here's it. I don't have an unboxed table yet, but this is what I have. So right now I have the light mounted over here on the desk, which is a huge difference. It makes a huge difference just having that camera there. I'm gonna be mounting another mount here for a top-down camera. I think I'll probably stick that here, see if that works. Stick this here for, nah, not enough room. Probably use another. I have one more of these ones, and I'll put the camera there and just kind of. So I have a few weird stuff in the studio. I always try to repurpose old stuff. This is a Dell power brick. It's about 190 watts. So I get this adapter from Amazon, and then plug that in. Now you have a USB-C, and then I have another USB-C angle thing going on here. Just plug that in here, and I can use that at the back of the camera with this angle without any clutter. Not sure if you guys can see it, but the way the back is set up, the USB is here, so having this one that just flushes down at that angle just creates a seamless cable management all the way down there. Because if I have to plug it in straight, then I have to tug the, I don't want to do that, so this is cleaner. Now that all the cables are plugged in, the light looks absolutely stunning. And if I face the camera over here, this is the light. I can turn off the light in my studio and I can adjust that. And you can already tell from how very soft the light is. And you can change temperature if you like. And it looks good. And this is an f.4 lens here. And it looks good so far. And I already like the setup here already. It's good enough, it's soft, and it's all over just because of the sheer size of how massive this is. I mean, it's not massive, but it works. And the fact that I don't need a lot of real estate to make this work just makes it work perfectly. Because space is something the next part that is really important to me is having the top-down camera, which I'm using my ZV-1. And that is going to be like my tabletop camera. As you can see, the footage looks really good. I like how it's just mounted here, and I can still mount all the stuff here if I just want to. And I'm gonna put another camera here for my front-facing camera, and I can have it top down here. I'm still gonna look for some sort of constant power for that one, but I'll figure it out and figure out the cabling part as well. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn on the top light. So yeah, what I have here is a top-down camera just mounted on this angle. I like this because this ZV-1 is really light and it has good quality for a good top-down camera on the desk when I need to do reviews and all that good stuff. That looks good. And I don't like this tabletop because it's reflective. I'm not really sure what I can do. Let me know in the comments if you guys have suggestions on making this less reflective. Maybe cover it with some sort of matte film or something like that. Let me know in the comments if you guys have suggestions. So far, this is where we're looking. All right, so I have the camera set up over there, and so far I'm liking these lights. Especially this is the star of the show right here. I'm going to switch to a different lens because I don't intend using this lens here, so let's go. Okay, so this is my Sigma 16mm lens, and this is the lens that I intend using over here. And you can already see it looks good. I like the blur background and the separation going on. And this light is a 12%. Now I just drop it down to 5%. There's no other light in the room except this one, except for the background light that I have over there and there. But this is what it looks like. And I can see I already like the vibe that I'm getting from this light. It's well diffused. It's not all over the place. And this is just 5%, now down to 4%. And I have my aperture set at 1.4, which is 85% of the time. This is how I'm going to be recording. And so far, I like what I have so far.